What is it like interning from your home city, state, or country?
In my home country, yeah, if you're doing interns like you're working already, you go, it's going to be like on site and then you'll be going there. Normally like any other worker there. And most cases, if it is time for intern, we don't attend school. So that's why they always put the internship during in when we are in the holidays of the school. So because you have to work like a normal worker to do the internship.
Well, like I said, I work a lot from home, so I have my own office. Um, so I have my workstation for my other work, and then I have my computer station for my interning in my school, and anything else. I get up at 4:30 in the morning. I might drink a cup of coffee, and then I get into my office and I'll start doing my homework or any type of projects that I need to work on before I start work. And then when I start work, I do that. And then when I get off work, I might spend a little bit of time with my husband, cook dinner, and then come back into my office and work some more. It's been a very busy, hectic life, but I know it's worth it in the end.
Oh, I'd say the time zone difference is the largest thing. Everyone or most of the people on the East Coast are, doing their noon meetings, and I'm really just getting up, starting my day, and checking in with the guys. I honestly like that because I don't uh, I don't really do a whole lot of stuff that could then be sort of redirected or be told, hey, go in a different direction with this. I can really start the day off with some guidance and some direction, and then have the whole workday to build upon sort of what we talked about in the morning, which I do enjoy. Um, as far as the environment of being in Oregon for the summer, I'd say it's nice to have some nature to go outside and decompress in. The flexible work schedule is good for that. Go on some walks, go on some trips to the river. You know, it's 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 a good setup. I'm enjoying it. And I'm glad that I'm doing it this way because taking this from a poorly air conditioned.
I mean, there's a like 7 hour time difference, and when I wake up in the morning, there's a lot of messages, a lot of tasks that have been assigned, have been done by others that I wasn't, you know, I didn't know about them. So that's a little bit annoying, but besides from that, everything is fine.
I'm really grateful that Rsquare Media is like very, very flexible. So we have different working shifts. So at first it was hard for me to like adjust because sometimes I'll be like, I'll work from this time to this time, and then I will forget that maybe it will be night for me, but morning there. So like when I'm supposed to be sleeping, I'm actually meant to be working. But I had to get used to it. I had to plan my time to know that okay, during my own daytimes, I'm going to do the hard stuff. And when it's late, even if it's early in the other side, I know okay, this is my own time to clock out. But I'll take in easy stuff that I can quickly do and be ready for the next thing. So I think I've mastered it. I want to say really mastered, but like I feel like I've gotten the hint of how to manage it. Yeah.
So back in my home country, we don't have a lot of remote opportunity. So most of the time, if you have an internship, you are required to go to the office, and then it's the typical 8 to 5 or 9 to 6. And sometimes we could go overtime, and then our overtime is usually not paid, which is a difference in work culture compared to the internship in United States. And then what I noticed the difference between the different scheduling stuff is that I think American companies are more flexible in terms of guests, like scheduling your work and even your timing. And then you just don't talk about work after getting off work. But then in my country, we kind of make it all about our work life even after getting off work, which sometimes can be very stressful because you might want to rest, and then your manager will be texting you and calling you about a project that you have to deal with. So that can be very frustrating sometimes, but then that's just the difference in culture. So yeah.
Well, I'm on Long Island, so it's not too noisy where I am, which is nice. With the rare exceptions of construction being done or something else. In terms of how it's been kind of incorporated into my daily life, it's a lot of things that I do, I plan around whatever meetings are scheduled and whatever work has to be done.
Yeah, so I live in California, so my meetings are always at 8:30 in the morning. I'm not a morning person, so it's slightly been a struggle to get up, but it's really put me on a schedule that, I feel like is good for me. And I'm fortunate enough to have good internet, so I don't really struggle with like bad internet issues or like weather or like power outage kind of issues. So that's been super great. Outside of meetings, I usually design for an hour or two, depending on my availability. And since this internship is remote, it hasn't really interfered with me that much. But whenever I'm in school, I do tend to design less, but it hasn't been too bad. So I really like this internship.
Nice because you can still you can do this, but you don't have to do like it all day. You like can go to work and everything still, and you can like go do summer stuff as well. So it's super nice. I like it a lot, especially in the summer, kind of while you're trying to earn money and then go back to school.
Putting I like that it's flexible, it's a flexible schedule. Meetings, or if I can't attend a meeting that day, it's really easy to just kind of like, hey, I can't attend a meeting today, and it's fine. And it's like as long as you do your the stuff that you're supposed to do, you'll be all right. So I have the freedom to kind of figure out, okay, earlier during the day, I'm going to be busy doing something else, whether it's another job or I have appointments to be out in town. And then at nighttime, that's when I have time to work on my projects today, or vice versa.
It's not really that bad though. Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of people in my home state and city are interns. I'm in New Jersey right now, so that's close to like New York. A lot of people probably doing this stuff.
Like the remote setting, because right now, like not having a car and stuff, it's nice having these like these options of still getting the experience that I need to like push my portfolio and my resume even farther. I also like just being in the comfort of my own home and still being able to like be successful. I mean, I don't mind going to like an in-person setting too, but I don't know. I just feel like I get more stuff done when I'm at home.
Like I said, I'm graduating at the end of the summer, so I'm really not doing anything besides this internship and finishing my last 2 classes of college. So it's worked just fine for me because I have the morning to do my internship, and in the afternoon I do my classes. So it's just kind of like my daily 9 to 6.
No, I mean, in my case, I mean, the timing of the daily meetings was actually super clutch. Like it was at a specific time that normally what I was doing before the Rsquare around that time, usually I was going to the gym actually. So I mean, it really didn't affect me because I'll just go to the gym after. So it really didn't affect that much. It was like at a perfect time slot. And I like it that, at least for my time, again in Eastern time, it's like kind of like from that morning to like afternoonish type of transition, 11:30 to 1 type of stuff. And so it's like perfect time that, okay, I have this little thing in the middle of the day. I handle everything that I need to do in like my morning routine. I have my evening and afternoon routine. So it gives me, it's like a good transition, like morning routine, Rsquare Media, the rest of my life routine. And it gives like a good, let's say, I guess you could say, little break from life. And then, okay, let's focus on this. Let's focus on like designing a fun culture, a good vibe, getting work done. All right, move on to the next one. So in that case, that transition, I would find it has actually been pretty clutch. And again, given the flexibility aspect, if for whatever reason something really important comes up that I wouldn't be able to attend, again, they're very flexible and open on that. That, as long as you communicate, which is of course the most important part in any business and anything that you do, communication, they're good with it too. So that was pretty clutch there in that case.
In California, I live in California. And it is really good. Like work-life balance is really hard these days when both the partners work. So this is a great opportunity, like where you live, you work from there. And also in our square area, it's not only United States, it's worldwide. We see the people in our square, and we see nowadays, if we want to learn a course, we pay thousands and thousands of dollars. But here, people literally, I have never seen people like taking their own time for the other person. If they're having any doubts or any explanation needed, they take their time and they help a lot. So sitting in my home and meeting the people from worldwide is really a great thing.